Have you been on a ton of diets but absolutely nothing has worked? Now you're struggling to manage, maintain or even lose weight. In today's video, I'm going to share with you a lesser known mindset tip that you can implement straight away so that you can manage your weight without any stress or restrictive dieting. I'm Lara, psychologist and wellness coach, and I can help you transform your health mindset so that you can break free from dieting and learn to love your body. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and hit that bell to be notified every single time I post a new video. This is a little used but very powerful mindset tip, and every time I share it with my clients, they are surprised at how powerful it really is. Side note here, if you're interested in understanding a little bit more about how your mindset impacts your health, then you can download my free guide. It looks like this. And this is all about the 5 mindset shifts that you can use to break free from dieting and learn to love your body. Diets just don't work. And I went into a bit more detail about this in my last video. Looks like this. And today I want to share a mindset tip that can literally change your life when it comes to managing your weight. And this is forgiveness. So you might be thinking, forgiveness? What on earth has that got to do with managing your weight? But bear with me, forgiveness is the ultimate tool when it comes to decluttering all that mental clutter that we have around how we feel about our weight and our body. Forgiveness is about your own growth and happiness. When you're holding on to past pain, resentment and bitterness, it's only going to harm you. Whereas forgiveness allows us to heal our relationships with other people and ourselves. When you're able to release some painful memories, it helps you move forward. And you may even uncover some limiting beliefs, some past stories that you have about yourself and your weight. So there are 2 types of forgiveness that I'm talking about here. The first relates to other people. So there may be other people in your life who have said negative, nasty, snide remarks in the past that you're currently holding on to and you need to release. The second relates to ourselves. So maybe there is something that you need to forgive yourself for. So I'm going to take you through a 4-step process of forgiveness. So step 1 is to make a list. What I want you to do is grab yourself a piece of A4 paper. I definitely recommend doing this on paper rather than on the computer. And start writing down memories that you have of your past around your weight, your health, especially anything that has an emotional charge to it. So anything that brings anger or pain or resentment or frustration with it. And what I want you to do with this A4 piece of paper is put a line down the middle, and on one side I want you to write down any memories that are associated with other people. And on the other side, I want you to write down any memories that are to do with yourself. So be really specific about the actual incident involved. So it might be something like, last Saturday, I grabbed a family-size packet of crisps and I gorged through it all and then felt awful afterwards. Or maybe it was a time when you went to an all-you-can-eat buffet and ate so much that you threw up afterwards. Or maybe there was another time when you were on a bus and a stranger offered you their seat because they thought you were pregnant. Or maybe there was a time in secondary school where someone whispered that they thought you were porky. Or maybe it was a time when you felt so humiliated because you came last in a school run. Keep going deep. And I'm going to give you some prompts to help maybe prompt some memories that might come up. So what's your earliest memory about your weight? Things that your parents or your friends or family said to you about your weight. Memories about school and your weight. Memories about your workplace and your weight. Maybe memories about certain diets and your struggles around that. Times you gave your power over to food. Times you binge ate. The relationship you've had with food. Maybe not just binging, but also purging. Judgments you've had towards yourself. Maybe there's beliefs about people who are fat or skinny or overweight. Anything you feel guilty about with food, institutions, authority figures, things you've bought to do with your weight. So that's step one. It's literally writing down a huge list of all the memories you have associated with your weight struggle and anything that brings up a negative emotional charge. So anger, pain, resentment, frustration, sadness. Now for step two, and that is to look for patterns. What I want you to do is look through those lists and ask yourself what stories or beliefs come up as a result of these memories. Maybe it's to do with feelings of worthiness. Maybe you feel like you'll never be allowed to have what you want. Maybe it's the fact that you feel like you're always going to fail when you set a certain goal or target. Maybe it's a belief around only other people can be slim or happy or healthy. Maybe it's beliefs around things you'll never be able to do, never be able to dance or do yoga or ski. Every single one of these memories and the stories that you've created from these memories has resulted in a micro behavior that has led you to where you are today. So that could be binging or purging behavior. It could be health behaviors or health habits. It could be self-compassion or self-love, worthiness. And these patterns and stories that you've created eventually become your reality. So let's move on to step three, and that is to clear and forgive. So what we're going to do now is we're going to clear that negative energy, that negative resentment, that negative bitterness that has formed over the years as a result of these memories and stories that you have. So now, with that A4 piece of paper in front of you, we're going to do a practice of forgiveness called the Ho'oponopono practice. You want to look at each of the memories you have in front of you and you want to say this forgiveness mantra. I forgive you. I'm sorry. Thank you. I love you. So each memory, look at it, say that forgiveness mantra, and then once you've done that, put a line through it or cross it out and move on to the next one. This is so simple, but it's powerful and it works. Seriously, you can do this anytime. You don't need to wait for a special moment or for the full moon or for nighttime or whatever it is. Just make sure you actually do it. You're doing this forgiveness work for yourself to free yourself from this burden of memories that you're carrying around with you. And one thing I want to say here is it doesn't take away from the fact that maybe it was a really horrible experience you went through. Maybe people have genuinely harmed you. But what you want to let go of is any negativity or resentment or bitterness that you're holding on to. And step number 4, just decide what you want to do with this list now. So personally, when I've done this before, I've ripped it up into tiny pieces and got rid of it. You might want to have a ceremonious burning with health and safety in mind, of course, or you might want to scrumple it up into a little piece and chuck it in the recycling, whatever it is you want to do. And let me say is you cannot overdose on forgiveness. This is a practice you can come back to over and over and over again. And what you might find is that each time you come back to this, you have different things on your list, or that some things crop up over and over again. That just means you need to do a bit more work on it. But do drop me a note below if you've had any aha moments, if something's come up for you that you hadn't really considered before, a memory or a particular story that's associated with your weight. I hope you found that process useful. And if you're interested in exploring this a little bit further, I've put some resources in the description below. And if you want to learn how to improve your health mindset, then do download my free guide. It looks like this, and it is 5 mindset shifts that you can use to break free from dieting and learn to love your body. Check out these videos next for more health and mindset tips. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel and please do share it with your friends. Bye for now.